Americans are less healthy, less happy, and less free. The Lancet, a medical journal, just put out a report that two-thirds of Americans, two-thirds of adult Americans are either overweight or obese. Children, we know, are about 50% of children are overweight or obese. That's children that's ages 15 to 24, and half of them are overweight or obese. From 25 years up, about 3/4 of Americans. Being overweight or obese leads to terrible health outcomes. It leads to high blood pressure, heart disease, risks of diabetes, and overall a shortened life expectancy. It's costing our country trillions of dollars in excess. Over the next 10 years, estimates have it's about $9 trillion more in medical expenditures solely due to our weight. People who are who are overweight or obese say on surveys that they're less happy, and overall we're less free. Our military every year puts out a report saying that they are having recruiting problems, given that so many military-aged men and women are unable to fill their ranks because they're not able to do the medical standards that they require. In 1990, since 1990, the amount of Americans who are overweight or obese has exploded, and we as a country are worse for it. People want a silver bullet. They want Ozempic. The truth is that a lot of the cause of being overweight or obese is about genetics, and there's not all that much to do it. And perhaps this Ozempic and weight loss treatments will be a tremendous medical breakthrough without any future consequences. People like to say there's no such thing as a free lunch. I have a feeling when it comes to biology, there's not such thing as a free lunch, and I think we're all waiting for the other shoe to drop on these drugs like Ozempic to see what the actual long-term consequences are. For many people, it will be an absolute blessing, and it will save people's lives, and that's a great thing. For the average overweight or obese person, they probably can take steps in order to improve their health outcomes. There are other causes outside of genetics that lead to obesity. The first is governmental incentives and food insecurity. A lot of people live in food deserts, especially racial minorities, especially low-income people, where getting access to clean, healthy foods is difficult. Local and state governments should be spending resources and incentives in order to promote good nutrition. When government is providing food, for example, in schools, there is no excuse not for it to be healthy healthy options. School lunches ought to be extremely healthy. Government can also do all sorts of like disincentives on sugary drinks and fast food and all sorts of tax incentives and disincentives for healthy, good eating. State and local governments can also put in place regulations on nutritional content. They already do this. It's about, are they giving the regulation? Are they reducing regulations due to lobby organizations, or are they taking care of American consumers? Another cause is that overall we're just eating poisonous, ultra-processed, unhealthy, and fake food. And you see this when you go to the grocery store. Instead, we should be eating healthy, real, clean foods. I think one of the most underrated aspects of choosing a partner is that you will be sharing your meals the rest of your life with this person. And for me, I had married someone who's a very clean, healthy eater. She's nearly a vegetarian. And so I always joke that the only thing she feeds me is fruits and vegetables. The truth is, most of my dinners are either like a piece of meat and a vegetable. Nothing boxed, nothing that comes out of cardboard, nothing that has the nutritional values on it. real clean food. And so much of what we eat is just processed garbage, and not real food, not a piece of chicken and a broccoli, but some boxed option that you can heat up in the microwave. We also live sedentary lifestyles. So many people work desk jobs where they're sitting or they're behind a computer. And exercise is so much of living a longer, healthier life. Getting cardio, your heart is a muscle. Getting exercise is a huge part of your overall health. I think the last thing that is a big aspect of this problem is we blame others instead of, as individuals, as families, as communities, as a country, taking responsibility and accountability for the healthcare outcomes that we have. We shouldn't blame others. Health is the most personal thing. There's going to be people who struggle their whole lives with their health. Often it's the luck of the draw, but there still are things that each of us can do to lead a healthier lifestyle. We should be healthier, we should be happier, and we should be freer for the food and exercise and wellness options we take.